Hello and welcome to the show. We start this week's FailRace episode with Declan8or on GTA 5. Now, we've all done this when playing around on the game with some friends, you know. You mess about and you crash vehicles together to see what happens. Now, normally, when it's a car being chased by a tank, either the car will be too fast and run away, or the tank will run over and crush it. Those are normally your two outcomes of this particular battle. However, there is a third one. Actually, well, there's another one as well that comes on a little bit later. But first of all, car might get beaten by a fence. The tank, not the biggest threat to the car. And then the police decide to give a wanted level to the vehicle being attacked by a tank because they drove into it. You've got to let the FailRace Police Department, even when it's not really their clip, they still find a way. They still find a way to do something stupid. I mean, the car is very broken, and it does eventually blow up. But there we go. Evoke up next on CyberPunk with road rage. Well, I say that. The AI in this truck has just had enough of the traffic jam and decided, after a little bit of odd kind of pinging around, that instead it's just going to push its way through the traffic. I mean, you've got the vehicle to do it. This is the vehicle that can get through the traffic if it needs to, and it has. Well, mostly. It does get defeated by a car. It manages to start climbing over said car and then get stuck with nose pointing in the air. It's not really the ideal way to do things in all of this. I mean, it is well balanced. Physics then does have enough and pings it up. It can't deal with a vehicle being that well balanced. Pings it up into the air. The other car ends up upside down. I think the driver got out and somehow teleported back into it. Do you know, it's got a little bit peculiar. They get out again anyway to run away and abandon their vehicle. And then there's a pickup truck crashing into the centre pit just for good luck. Anyway, up next, Jazzanutz The Crew. Demon is taking part in one of the police chases. And never fear, for the FailRace Police Department, and most definitely on this one. So, a person that's socially protected comes flying past. Now, they're being followed by many police cars, and that is right into the player. They jumped over around. I mean, they did a good job, actually, of taking vehicles out. I think they took out a couple of police cars in that unintentional ambush, which is honestly quite well done. We have Helldriver up next on Need for Speed Rivals. They are racing down a train line. I was initially expecting there to be like a weird glitchy train turn up, but no, that one's not what happens. No, instead, it's a railing and then just goes for many spins and bounces and flips and twists. Fortunately, Need for Speed tending to reset cars a little bit too quick, but that was a hell of an accident. Horizon is next on Need for Speed Unbound. They are driving about, heading to an objective when they don't realise there's a big river to cross. However, thankfully for them, the Aston Martin has a trick up its sleeve. Yep, can kind of bounce and grind its way across a dam. Honestly, again, very impressive. Very impressive going indeed. We're on to the Crew 2 next with Jazz, who is less impressive with this one. Not fully paying attention, didn't see the train barrier down. The thing is, most games actually, even if you did see it down, most games you would just assume you could drive through these. They normally are destructible, but not here. No, instead what it's managed to do is impale the Jag. Yeah. Very much impaled the Jag, so as the train goes past, they have to sit and wait, and the best bit is, as you would hoped, when the railing does decide to lift, yep, it takes the Jag with it. Sadly, again, the crew resets the game too quickly, or the cars too quickly, to fully enjoy that one, but still. G-Surfer up next on Grid Legends, with a new way to undertake cars, going into turn 1 here at Suzuka, bumps the vehicles ahead that manages to set off, goes underneath one, and that scoops the car up ahead of it as well. That is a double scoop for one manoeuvre, which is honestly quite good going. Jojo up next on Halo Infinite, going for running over some people with their Warthog. Did not work. I don't quite know how the enemy managed to kind of fling them away. I'm very impressed. I don't know, I can't remember there's any special abilities in Infinite, but yeah, that Warthog very much got chucked away. Matty up next on Gran Turismo 7. Now, they are doing a race in the rain at Le Mans, and this is pretty dangerous. I mean, they've got a much faster, I think, like Tomahawk in this one than the AIs. However, the AIs are determined to ruin their day. Honestly, it looked like it was probably just a mistake from the AI Ford there. Just lost the back end in the wet, very easily done. Yeah. Definitely the wrong moment to lose control. Not that there's ever a good one, but there we go. Small Man is next on SnowRunner. Now, they are loading in to the game. what could possibly go wrong with SnowRunner while you are trying to load in? Well, this abomination is created. Yes, they've managed to load in the same place as another truck, and while the game normally leaves them in ghost mode, it has not left them in ghost mode. And it's created, well, this horrific mess. Now, I was half expecting it to ping off into space. That's normally the way SnowRunner deals with moments like this, but it doesn't. I mean, it is very unhappy. As funnily enough, if you shove two trucks together, the physics engine would be very unhappy. Instead, what it's created is this weird spider monstrosity of a truck. It's not good. It's definitely not. It's not good. The wheels of the fuel truck are not happy. The truck that, well, the crane truck is slightly more happy. It's not good though, is it? It's not good. It stayed stuck together without picking itself into orbit for a surprisingly long time. The monstrosity of Spider Truck, even the legs are kind of flailing around a little bit at the back going on there, and it has finally fallen over, begging to be put out of its misery, but no, it's not quite done. It's almost shuffled the fuel truck free. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great, is it? It's a new sort of horrible demon, nightmare demon, shall we say. It's one of the old spider truck. And finally, we have USSVagrant on Sons of the Forest that apparently have added a golf cart, which is the most glitchy thing. It's the strongest golf cart in existence in that it drove through a bunch of trees, knocked trees over, is proceeding to fall off a cliff, and everything is fine. Amazing. An incredible golf caddy. However, defeated by one small rock. Yep, it can fall from a great height, it can knock over trees without any problems at all, without breaking stride, but one rock, barely a rock at that as well, and it's beached and stuck. Yeah. Spider Truck still gives me slight nightmares. I think I'll be playing too much Baldur's Gate, and now I feel like that's going to be an enemy at some point. But there we go. That is going to be it for this video. As ever, if you have clips you'd like to submit to this series, you can via a Google form. There'll be a link to it in the description of this video. All the rules and how it works can be found on there. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.